Okay, I believe we're on episode 8 of In the Land of Leadale. So, let's see how this goes. Oh, this fairy seems to actually be helping with something now. That's right, it was her, son-in-law that resurrected this thing or brought this thing forth. I assume that maybe in the books that little fairy plays a bigger role, or you see it more. I think it's cool in the last episode that we learned that both of these were players, right, in the game, in the now real world of Leadale. But in the game, because recently I had an experience where a friend of mine had been playing Call of Duty, and he met a friend online who lived in Maryland, and my friend lives in Arizona. They met through Call of Duty, and I think they ended up playing a bunch of video games together through the course of 6 or 7 years. And then finally this last summer, the guy and his wife flew down to Arizona to meet with my friend and a few of the other people that they all gamed together, like my cousin's one of them. And they all went out to lunch. It's the first time they actually got to meet this person in person. So I think that's kind of interesting with both of them finding themselves. I think they said this is 10 years after they last played in the land of Leadale with each other. Anyway, just a kind of cool little gamer, like a gamer Easter egg kind of thrown into here. Because people experience this in the real world all the time. Like when they're playing video games, they make friends that end up becoming really close friends with them. Or just one player who's at level 1000. They're asking him to explain his accident later while that thing is eating people in the realm. Oh yeah, I like this duo now. Oh, they did some damage. Not enough. The other one is Moomin Rider from One Punch Man. Cohral is probably my new favorite character. Well, Cayna's here now, so it's all good. Oh, dang. A legendary item, the beak. Oh, that's right. She's infatuated with Scargo. She's gonna level him up. Pretty cool. She's gonna make him a sword. Let's go. Shining Saber in Cohral. The Cream Cheese Guild. But the Silver Witch was kind of evil, right? Or she had done bad stuff. Or so I thought. I think that's so cool that it's she's clearly overpowered. They know who she is, right? Probably the most overpowered being in the world right now. But it's cool that to her these items are just kind of whatever. I had extra diamonds to build this with, and she's able to help them level up, which is pretty sweet. So this Opus ended up killing both of them? It's so cool. It's like the first time like players are interacting with each other, other than the one time that she arrested the one guy for being like the leader of the bandits. I guess apart from that, it's like the first time you get to see players interact who are part of a guild and obviously are out doing good in the land.
Yoshi, na Cayna. Install.
All her kids fight for like her affection, and she's just kind of like whatever about it. Nah, if you're a video game player, you can't just settle down in one town. You gotta keep going. Yay, we get to see the little girl again in the village, which we haven't seen since like the first 2 or 3 episodes. Cool. I don't think there's anything at the end. So yeah, that was a fun episode. Seeing the interaction between the real players, like the real world players, was really cool. So Shining, what was his name? Shining Sword. Let me go look this up. So Cohral and Shining Saber, that was their names. So it was cool to see them. The way they interact with each other, like I mentioned, the way gamers build connections, right, through video games with other people, and sometimes those connections become like real friendships, which was really cool to see and hear. The fact that they recognized her guild cream cheese, right, in certain video games, right, everyone knows who like the top players are or the top teams are. So it sounds like Cayna was a part of literally the elite in the world. If anything, she is the elite player in the world. So that was really cool. That was really cool. You kind of step away from the fantasy land and you go more into the mind of actual players that were playing the video game and how they view their stats and their items. It was cool that Cohral got that Valhalla sword, right? Super overpowered. I've been there when I've played games like Diablo or any sort of RPG game where players that I play with that are way higher level, they'll just give me some of their weapons that are obviously way overpowered for my skills, but it helps along the way, right, when you make friendships like that. So that was a fun episode. I enjoyed it. I'm finally caught up. So I think next week it's episode 9. I don't know how many episodes are in a season, but it's been pretty good so far. So I'll catch you guys next time.